y'all doing? This week, hanging out with me. I've been watching good old TikTok, good old TikTok-y, and I've been seeing a lot of viral products. And one of the brands that intrigued me the most, mainly because it's one of those brands that was one of my first brands that I played around with when I was a youngin'. Wasn't that long ago. But it's e.l.f. I am seeing a lot of videos about e.l.f. and there's nothing wrong with e.l.f. I feel like I come from a generation where when e.l.f. was around, you know, it wasn't like we knew any better. It was either MAC dang, this car is loud. Anyway, it was like MAC, or you go to the drugstore and it'd be like Maybelline, L'Oreal, and then like you go to the beauty supply, it'd be LA Colors or e.l.f., you know? So that's kind of how e.l.f. entered my life. It was one of the first few brands that I would play around with when I had my first job, and so that was a girl's favorite. And then I kind of fell off because, you know, when you start making money, I wouldn't know. But a lot more things were being viral, and I feel like a lot of the YouTube people in the 2010s wasn't really checking for e.l.f. like that. So here we are, and I have not tried e.l.f. probably in a decade. Ooh. I mean, like yesterday, but realistically, probably in like a decade, I haven't touched anything e.l.f. So I have nothing in my collection that's e.l.f. I am new to this new rendition of e.l.f. and I kind of wanted to give it a try. It's still as affordable as I remember it to be, so why the heck not? Yeah, so if you're interested in hanging out with me, come in, come closer. Let's do a full face of using just e.l.f. products and see if some of these products that I saw on TikTok really do kind of like deserve to go viral. Hello. So I went ahead and scooted you in close. You're in close. So real quick about my skin. Now that I have everything kind of set out in front of me, just a little bit about my skin. I am a dry girl. You know, I get normal oiliness, like just here, like just in the nose. Other than that, I'm a very dry girl. Eat a cold to start our day. Delicious. But as a dry girl, I can't just do anything, okay? I live in an area, LA, and it's the weather here is detrimental to my skin. So a lot of this stuff I also got because TikTok made me buy it, but because they said it was dry girl friendly. Some of these things are dry girl friendly, so I'm really intrigued. First thing we're gonna go into is, okay, this right here. Okay. I heard this is supposed to be a dupe or something that's like the Milk Power Grip Hydro Grip primer that they have. I'm just gonna put it in a little bit in this area. Just gotta give it a little test. Okay, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the milk one. I do not have that in my collection. I tried it at the store and it was more so a texture thing and a consistency of how it like felt on my skin that made me uncomfortable. And then I gave it time while I was in the Sephora to like, you know, let me see what the dry time is, what does it feel like when it sets. And I like it. It was really, really just sticky. I liked it. So for this one, I am noticing a difference and similarities. After this dries down, it is giving a bit of a stickiness. It's even very sticky, honestly, in my hands. I can feel it. But I'm not gonna lie, the Hydro Grip by Milk still, the consistency was still more off-putting than this. This I don't hate, but I don't know if I would do this again. I'm gonna definitely have to see how the makeup lays on top of this to really give this a chance. I'm good now. Let's move on. I'm gonna continue priming the face. The e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. Cute. She's cute. What do I usually use? I use Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. So far so good. Okay, next in my routine, I use a brow pencil to fill in my brows. If you use the brow pencil, this looks like it's gonna perform like a brow pencil. Okay, let me set this brow. I went ahead and got their e.l.f. Brow Lift. Gives me the same vibes as the Brow Freeze by Anastasia. You know what? But it's not clear looking. It looks very kind of opaque in here. Is this normal? Is it supposed to be clear? For funsies, it has like a little applicator that it comes with. So I went ahead and bought that. Well, it doesn't come with it. They made a little applicator for it. And basically on one end is a little spatula and the other end is a spoolie. You know what I'm trying to say. Because realistically, I just don't see anyone kind of like looking up the directions. So I just kind of want to, this is what I would normally do. I would pick it up and look at it and I want to see if I can just figure it out on my own. Okay, I put like a small little amount on the tip of the spatula end. Just kind of put it in the brow, used the spoolie and just brushed it out. And it just disappeared. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow off camera. Give me a minute. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Hi. Okay, so I went ahead, finished my brow. So far, so good, looking good. Let's keep it moving. Next, we're gonna get into the eyes. I went ahead and got 2 quads. Again, went viral. I got the one in I Love You Latte and one in Cream and Sugar. Just some neutrals, nothing special. So something that I like to do is my safety net is neutrals. I'm trying to get out of it, I really am. I'm using a little crease fluff brush. Here, boop-a-doop. Just kind of put that in the crease. skeptical, but I'm also curious. Anybody watch Swarm? Did you watch Swarm? How'd you like it? How'd you like it? We're right here, still in that palette, I Love You Latte. Now in the I Love You Latte palette, it looks like their brown, their dark brown is actually way darker than the one in I Love You Latte. So I'm gonna kind of do something a little fun there, but I'm just gonna put that on the outside. Nothing is alarming me. Nothing is out of the ordinary either. So far, at least with this palette. It's working nicely, like I'm not having any problems. Do I want to make it darker? Not really, but I do have to go in here. I am gonna make it darker. Yeah, I'm gonna make it darker. So I'm gonna go now into, so we're moving on from I Love You Latte. Beautiful, beautiful, all matte, neutral shades. These are great. So this is so far what that palette did. Now we're gonna go into Cream and Sugar. Now this has some shimmers in it, and I'm excited about that. We have 2 shimmers and 2 mattes. One that's like a nice little, it could be a transition shade, but for me, I feel like it'd be a nice little highlighting shade, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and go into that really dark brown. Y'all seeing it? Cause I'm not. Is it not as dark as I thought it was? Okay, it's showing up now. I had to build it. See what I'm saying? I'm just dipping it in pretty much. Like, I'm really getting in there, and I feel like this color had to be built up. Okay. Don't act up. Don't act up. Like that did absolutely nothing. I don't know if I'm tripping or not. Let me go back into I Love You Latte. And I'm gonna take that second shade right here. There. Get in there real good. No, I was not tripping. Look at that. Color payoff immediately. This little shimmer shade right here, this one I really want to use. So I'm gonna use my finger. Because that's just what I use on shimmer shades to begin with. And I want to be fair, and I want to use this like I would a normal day. That's intense. Okay, I'm gonna go into that with the same finger. I'm gonna actually go into this darker shimmer. Gonna see if I can like blend that out. I like that better. Okay, next. I got the Putty Bronzer, the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. It's in the color Honey Drip, it's on the side. But this is in the color Honey Drip. Actually got the Putty Bronzer brush by e.l.f. as well to go with it. Hey, if you have a brush with your product, I want to try out your brush that's supposed to go with this product, okay? It's cute, it's small, might be a little too small. Okay. Going ahead, let's put the bronzer in. Now I tried to guess my shade online. I don't know if I like this shade, to be honest. It's just like, it looks like a neutral, nice little tan color. But on the face, it's giving me something else. I feel like it's a little peachy. Interesting. Okay, putting it. I like my bronzer everywhere. I'm not a fan of this brush. I can't tell if I'm not a fan of the brush or if the color is the issue. Like, something is the issue. I got the e.l.f. Putty Blush. This is not the luminous one. Yeah, this is not the luminous one. This is the Caribbean, the color Caribbean. Looks like that. Looking cute, and it came with a brush as well. This is the e.l.f. Putty Blush Brush. As you can see, it's like a flat little stippling brush. I've never seen a brush like this for a blush, so. Oh, that's pigmented. Oh, hell no. Okay, hang on. Let's see if this brush will. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not feeling this brush. It's kind of a little patchy with the payoff. Let me see if I can kind of. Okay, it lets me fix it. It does let me fix it. This might just be the look because I am doing an underpaint method. So maybe this won't be so bad once I put this stuff on top.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive.
So I went ahead and got the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation in the color Medium 370N. Okay. Okay, little mirror. Here's what it looks like right there. Okay, it flips up, and then there's a little sponge. So I'm gonna use a brush like this. This is my 47 Pro Foundation brush. I'm gonna kind of just. So I did not get a concealer. And that's mainly because I have a lot of concealers in my collection. A lot. So I just, there's a lot of people talking about their concealers. I had to let them be the ones to kind of tell y'all about the concealers. I wasn't that curious, and I just couldn't. I couldn't add that. I didn't need it. I refuse to buy things that I don't need. Okay, we're gonna keep going. That was this foundation. So back to the eyes. I just forgot. Went ahead and picked up a, so when you get to a certain amount of money that you're spending on elf.com, they go ahead and they offer you some free gifts. One of the free gifts I got was this mascara. Okay, I grabbed 2 eyeliners to mess with. I got one retractable one. I'm gonna go ahead and just tightline. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the bottom. But I like to keep it on the outer corners. And hit these bottom lashes. Did good. I have no issues. I have no issues with that. We can move on. I like things that don't mess up, okay? That stuff is good. And for the price, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. Next one is gonna be the H2O proof eyeliner pen. It literally says shake next to the top. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it a good old shake. You know, can't say I don't listen. I can listen. It's nice and stiff. It's giving me plenty of control. I'm literally just using one hand. Moving right along. Okay, so next we've got lips. So I went ahead, I got one lip liner called the Love Triangle Lip Filler Liner. And then I got 2 of their, I think these were new, at least it was in the new section on the website. I got 2 of the shades are on the bottom, but if they're called like satin lippies or whatever, it doesn't say. I'll go ahead and put that like down here. So right off the bat, packaging for these, come on, NARS. It's giving me NARS vibes. I went ahead and got one in Limitless. It's giving me a peachy nude vibe. And I'm gonna actually put this one on first, but I'm actually going to end it with this color instead. So 1 second. Hi. Right off the bat, this color is called Deep Brown. This is not very deep. And come on, this is not very deep at all. Okay. Okay, lucky for you guys. This actually does look pretty together. Be careful and just kind of wipe the lipstick and the liner off. I'm kind of gonna wipe off that retractable eye pencil I used. Just gonna kind of use the same little thing and just kind of wipe it off, clean it. And I'm gonna use that as a liner. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not mad at this. This is nice. This is nice. Okay. Okay, final thoughts. The ultra precise brow pencil and neutral brown. I really like the way my eyebrows look. Like, I was checking out my eyebrows throughout the whole video. I was very, very just enamored in them. I was enamored by them. Also, this brow lift, it's reminding me of the Fluff It Up Brow by Benefit. I think that's like what, I'll put the price like right here, but you know, in comparison, it's giving me that vibe of like having like your brows are staying put, but they don't feel crunchy. Primer, sorry, it's gonna go. I'm sorry, I still felt that texture thing You guys saw me wash my hands after. Like, everything about it just feel weird still. I am going to give this a chance in the sense of I'm going to wait to the end of the day and see how my makeup holds up. But that's the best I can do. As you can see, the makeup and everything applied beautifully. I don't think there's anything wrong with this in general. I don't. I just know me, and I know I'm not gonna reach for this because of how it made my hands feel and how it made me feel on my skin. It's just that. It's good though. I can tell that it's good. I'm a dry girl. I put powder all over my face, and I didn't even spray my face with the finishing setting spray. I didn't even get one. I was like, I'm trying to test some things, and look at that. You know? So I'm not gonna knock this for anybody else to try that's also dry, but I am gonna knock it for me. Let's talk about the eyeshadows, shall we? The shadows. The shadows. The shadows. So if you already know, the one that gave me a problem was Cream and Sugar. But the shimmers in Cream and Sugar I liked. I had to really work with this brown, and then this color just did nothing for me, but it might be because it's too light. I don't know. But I had to really work with that brown to build it up. I felt like the I Love You a Latte one was just perfect. I don't know. When I was done with those steps, I was content with my look. I was like, okay, perfect. Didn't any problems. This can go in my purse. This can travel with me. This one, I like the shimmers though. The shimmers look great. But I have other palettes with shimmers. You know what I mean? Let's talk about them both at the same time. The putties, the putty bronzer and the putty blush. I feel like the putty blush, I'm gonna keep trying this. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna keep it because I'm gonna keep trying it. The putty bronzer, I just feel like I would have liked it more if it was a different color. I used the brush, and I feel like it was the brush that was kind of giving me a bit of like patchiness. When I was showing you, I was like, do you guys see that? And then I like fixed it with the brush. So I feel like this was a learning curve for me. I'm gonna keep both because I want to play around with them. I think that for what they were supposed to do and what they were originally for, I would have liked this to be bigger for a bronzer. This is a little too small for that. I'm gonna check this out and see if I can find something else it can do because it didn't do bad. It just wasn't, it's not really a bronzer brush to me. And then the putty blush brush, the same exact thing. I don't think this is a bad brush. I just don't think it's for what it's supposed to be for. I think I can find a different use for it. Okay, the liner can stay. You saw me. I literally did it with one hand. The liner can stay. Both of the liner, the smudge and the felt tip. The Shadow Lock eyelid primer, I really enjoyed this. This can stay. I was kind of like, you know, starting the video off slow, just put it on. It's self-set. I usually have to set my other one, the one by MAC. So it's self-set. I like the way it looked. The shadows went on. I like it. I can't say nothing about this. And then the price point. It compared the price points. The MAC and Elf. Come on, apples to oranges, right? I honestly just feel like it's the shade. I don't hate the formula of this. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking in this mirror in front of me. The one thing I noticed is this little area right here. You can see just a little bit of separation here, but I get that in a lot of foundations. Not with the Makeup Forever one. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't get this with the Makeup Forever one. But again, you never know if it's the actual foundation or if it was the primer, you know what I mean? I have a very, very like specific routine for everything to go on nicely. And I used, you know, different things today, trying things out. So I can't really tell you if that's the reason why that happened. Other than that little area though, you know, that doesn't really bother me. It looks good. much it, y'all. I really ain't got much to say. That's it. That's it. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of everything. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Come on now. You know you want to. It's free. I got cookies. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Monster face.